Nope.
He just put me on the roller coaster. This is why we don't talk about hovers. We're not supposed to, but I do.
Don't talk about the hovers.
Okay.
Really? Yeah.
T1 have pressure and kill pressure and explosive power in every single lane. The top side of the map, they can look for Aurelia.
We will jump into game number 2 right now.
T1 are not going to get anything done here. T1 have a comp that if it botches the early game, like if they don't get ahead or the Hecarim doesn't get power, which he has so much reign over the map with the matchups he's been given across the lanes. I just want to hold my breath on this before I get too deep in a point, because guess who's here?
It's the naughty one, Nautilus.
That means that Dudu has to quick draw first to save his flash, which is going to slow down the early parts of this. Is going back to what I was saying, Foxfire first, get the electrocute block. Faker loves to do that. Is if T1 don't get ahead early, their comp does not front to back as well as HANWHA Esports does. You know, you get the Graves with the Hull Breaker, he survives through the mid game, he becomes a nice front line. His ult alone, if he hits a big amount of targets, can be enough to set up an Akali pick, which then gets Chunny excited on the Jinx. Like, the comp does work if they don't fall too far behind. The biggest issue here is the nameplate to the top right of your screen that has an 11-0 underneath it, which is the strongest team in the LCK at the moment. Loves to play early macro games to their fullest. But if it were a weaker team, you know, playing this comp that T1 have drafted, I'd feel really good about HANWHA Esports' chances.
Yeah.
Means they can't trade well. He just nonstop uses Foxfire to proc Electrocute, as this is a nice timing to come over here against Zeus, but Owner's here. He's not close enough.
Zeus is moving forward because of the smoke screen. He's like, oh, there's Xinjiao there. I didn't see that guy. As the knockup will come in, and there is first blood.
Once again.
Picks it up again, and at a very unexpected timing.
Bouts. Abyssal is dodged here by Faker. We could have had another pick potential here in another solo lane, but will not come to pass.
As everybody seems to be doing here on this map, it is Hextech Drake first. Nice little hook down on the bottom side. Follow up of the Gravitum as, ooh, even respecting that one, the flashes will be traded. And Bouts, you know, he's going to be able to get out of there. Even the Ignite used by the side of Keria. Of course, this will give priority to Gumayusi to make sure he does pick up that plate, though, as another hook does come in.
Gravitum
is around.
Zombie does have to come over here right away, but he is in the vicinity, and they won't be able to turn this into a pick. So Flash is traded here from Guma and Bout, but Chunny gets to keep both of his summoners, which is pretty massive, in the first game and in the very early parts of the second one.
Okay, there's that engage, and Moonlight Vigil from downtown. The damage, though, not quite there, and Chunny will collect the kill here as Keria gets very aggressive over the wall. Now Gumayusi trying to go 1v2. Looks pretty good so far, as the one hit will go in. The rocket is going to miss, and that is a big shield onto Chunny, but Gumayusi does pull off the 1v2, picking up a kill for himself.
Missed the rocket there too, but this is enough pressure removed that HANWHA Esports on the top side of the map feel like they can actually take this Rift Herald here. This is the first of the game. And even though the walls are closing in around them, it looks like they have just enough time here. Karis spotted.
Ooh, it's going to be close though. Karis is spotted, as you mentioned, very important, but Zeus immediately crashes from the top side. They want to get in onto the Xinjiao, as I don't even know who picked that one up. Looks like Hamalife, as Karis is not able to get the kill. Faker is going to dodge, but so many low health bars on the side of T1, but Zeus is able to clean up the Akali. Looking now onto Sunbeam, as he will pick up a second one. But Dudu does finally join the fight. Faker trying to help as much as possible, not quite going to work, as Faker will get out, and that is a triple kill now for Dudu.
Oh, Dudu is so fed. He's going to go straight back to the town if the situation were different. HANWHA Esports still with a nice lead here. It's not massive or anything, but they got a Herald for the Akali, and they win the team fight.
Yeah, they absolutely do. And Dudu now incredibly fed with all of those kills that he does pick up. Guma, you see, he only picked up a couple of those plates down on the bottom side. Owner now hanging around down on the bottom side of the map. And note still that the Drake has not been picked up or touched at all. Keria does get this one. He's actually going to commit to the fight. Bout will Abyssal dive out of this one, but he still goes down.
Owner's here too.
He was in the Abyssal Dive, was not able to shield, and now maybe a kill on a ton. He's so close. As I think finally Gumayusi and Carry are beginning to wake up and starting to dominate that bottom lane.
Owner's like, yo, let me know if you're going to do that. I get a kill here. He does go down and chase him. Owner was like, man, communicate with me, Guma. We get a kill. I'm right here. Let me know you're going to make a super play like that with the Gale Force into the ultimate there. Like, I'll get him. Don't worry. He does go down and eventually get him, which gives further plates over to Guma. It's going to lead to T1's Drake here, the first Drake of the game being taken at 12 minutes in. And notably, we've been talking about the Hull Breaker a little bit here and how much survivability it's going to give you against the Aurelia. But with the lead that Dudu has, he decides he doesn't need that. He's actually just going to go straight into the Immortal Shield Bow, which will give him more survivability in a straight-up team fight with his squad. And we'll see the Bloodthirster build out of the graves this time around, accelerated by those 3 kills. I do like this choice from Dudu, considering the money he was given early. He doesn't need to worry about losing out in a 1v1 on the side lane. It's just never going to happen. Notice he's actually even fighting over Krugs here. Like, that's how confident he feels suddenly to get in and instantly execute. As they are just trying to push Tunny out of this game. He's about to finish his call.
And they should be successful at this. I mean, there is that one ward, but it's actually denied by that control ward. Okay, there it is shown as denied. A little bit weird, but Owner is going in now. He's just going to have to ult out of this one as Karis is down in the bottom side. No teleports available, just a straight up 4v3. HANWHA looking to win this one as Karis will pick up the first kill, nearly takes out Owner. As Carria is going to flash and maybe just barely survive the Shuriken, not quite there. And now it's Faker against 4 people. As the Charm does come in, still looking for the kill, but he is going to have to flash out of that one, and the heal will go down onto Sunbeast, so he does survive.
Foxfire to speed up. Charms on his way out of the fight there on the blast cone, and Dudu will be able to, with this relieved pressure, actually nearly get this turret. Won't actually be able to. Longest range stun ever.
He doesn't even care if you flash the ult. He's still on the chase. As quick draw over the wall might just do it, but no, the W gets the kill. Over the wall, Zeus with a fantastic and super fancy solo kill.
Yeah.
Calibrum Crescendum, welcome to the game once again. UC has been having a lot of fun with that combo.
T1 looking for the second Rift Herald fight, and unfortunately with Dudu removed right before this, doesn't have flash, doesn't have teleport. Don't think we are going to see that Graves actually get involved in the second Rift Herald fight. Unfortunately here for HANWHA Esports, struggling to defend their turret at the same time. Last minute engage.
Somebody's going in onto this one. I mean, it's a AHRI, so I suppose you're just trying to force away the ultimate, and he will do that at least.
And look at the
totally fine.
Look at the on the way ping down there on the bottom side for the Graves. He was like, I was going down there to get that wave, and then you guys are going to look for this last minute fight, so I guess I need to come up. But then they don't actually get anything because the engage was onto a faker.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no. Well, this is just a disaster.
But he is a Kali, so.
Control of this lane and will therefore lose the turret. So still a big win here for T1. You can just really feel HANWHA Esports' desperation to try to take these objectives late, but they're a little bit too far behind. And T1 are just getting, I mean, this is a team that will take the best of them. Damwon, Kia, Genji, you know, Nongshim, DRX to the brink in terms, but 700 gold going over the Aurelia too. Like, we didn't talk about the shutdown all too much, but it was pretty big.
Yeah. Keep in mind that this is a Graves that went 3-0-1 after a fight in the top side. But Aurelia was, Zeus was doing a really nice job of farming, so he got to play the Rune King. And from then, I mean, Aurelia is one of the best skirmishing champions, was able to take out Dudu with some really fancy play.
And he put himself in harm's way and isn't, as a result, able to spread the lead that he had.
Okay, trying to go on to Zeus here. The Red Smite will be used as no knockup comes in. Zeus doing a nice job of dodging some stuff there, in and out of the brush as well. But yeah, big rotation up to the top side. HANWHA will be able to pick up their first turret of the game.
And they will be able to stop the Faker push bottom side here, but not to be said of the Rift Herald. There's just too much T1 in all 3 lanes to shut down everything. They're just trying to stay only 1,000 gold, you know, behind here. That is where HANWHA Esports sit right now. They're just trying to minimize how much advantage T1 can get in this mid game, but it's already 2 Drakes, right, that T1 are holding, and at some point you will need to look for a straight up 5v5 fight.
Well, Sunbi has the Crescent Guard, and this is why Xin Zhao is so highly rated Even just that ability can be insane sometimes. Another charm comes through. The Guardian going to take a little bit off of that.
And this is not a 5v5 fight. This is a pick attempt from T1 that gets turned, and then everybody rotates over for HANWHA Esports. But by the time they get there...
And on this. So Chunny is in the backside here. He's going to spot Owner on vision. Get some little poke damage in, but...
He's a tanky Hecarim, so he doesn't care too much about it, but at least they tracked him.
Oh, no. This ain't it. You got to be so careful just there in the front, and now he is going to get caught off in the side as the ultimate will come in from the side of Owner. They're just going to isolate Dudu, who already used that flash. HANWHA were just not ready for this one, as they did not cover their flanks. Now Faker coming in from one side, and Owner and Zeus coming in from the left. And that is going to be a swift cleanup of the rest of HANWHA as the stun is going to miss, but it might not matter. Crescent Guard is down, so Zeus can just hunt him down here. And that will be the kill going over to Zeus. Only Karis will live, and T1 can do whatever they want now.
Zeus only going to take like 5,000 turret shots as well, casually on his way out.
Yeah.
T1 will take the Baron after this. It was really just about the pick onto the Graves. You know, the two targets you really can't afford to actually get caught by CC are your Jinx and your Graves. And get seen here, but there's just too much pressure for him to get dove on. Faker had a control ward too. I mean, it was a nice setup play from Faker. Like, I don't want to just make this all about HANWHA Esports making an error. Faker was ready to punish a play like that. And this was a hard loss to cast, I'll be honest, for HANWHA Esports. It's just, you know, it's rough. There's so many scenarios against them, like everything's stacked against them. There's asterisks on their team. And it's a sad one.
Yeah. At the same time, you know, this will be one of many wins that T1 will add to the list, right? A win's a win, and in their case, they're just like, well, okay, you know, it's definitely unfortunate for HANWHA, but we'll still take it and move on with the 2-0. Definitely very good for their score. Love how he waited on that one to make sure he got the damage after the Crescent Guard had been left up. But I think T1 might just put them out of their misery now. They're going to take one inhibitor, maybe go mid and take that one down as well.
Yep. And T1 just hiding over the wall here. They can turn this.
Okay. Nice bait, actually, from Owner. Giving him the thumbs up, and Bout will go down. Maybe that means, oh, that was a sick flash. And Charm, that does come in, and here comes the rest of T1. Zeus going to pick that one up. He's taking turret shots. Once again, Karis, he wants the one kill, and he will get it. But that will be the only kill that he does pick up, as Karis will go down as well. A triple kill for Faker, and that will be the end of this one, as T1 will take down HANWHA Esports in a 2-0 fashion.
Very clean gameplay here from T1. There were some small errors in game one. There were some really big and miraculous punishes for HANWHA Esports, but in this game, outside of the Rift Herald fight where there were 3 kills to a Graves, T1 never for a single moment gave up any control. Don't do it to him.
Gotta love that too. They don't even dive the fountain. They do that all the time. Like, every team does that, but in this case, they say you've had enough. And I love that.
Yeah.
T1 with the